We are totally muted. Starting off the year right. How are you doing, Darshni?
I am doing great. Starting off the new year, very sleepy. How are you doing?
I'm sleepy, but I'm waking up because I'm getting pretty excited. It's the first Global Hack Week of the brand new year.
Yay!
So hype. Well, let's get into it. People have been waiting long enough. I'm sure they are ready to get started. So first up, let's meet us in case you don't know us. My name is Cecilia. I'm a coach at Major League Hacking. I think we are coming up on 3 years actually, but since it's the break, I've been reading daily for about two and a half ish weeks, and it's been really, really nice.
And I'm Varshni. I'm also a coach at Major League Hacking, and I've recently discovered my love for taking multiple hour walks. I've been taking 2 to 3 hour walks a day, and I'm living my best life.
That sounds great.
Wait,
It's nice weather. I should be doing that. I should do that. I could like listen to an audiobook when I walk too.
exactly. That's what I've been doing.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, more fun stuff ahead. Welcome to Global Hack Week. As you probably have realized, you might be on YouTube or Twitch, but either way, you can join us at ghw.mlh.io/live. So that way you can see, I think, register for some things, which we'll talk about later, as well as just get all sorts of different links that you might need for the week. As for what Global Hack Week is, it is hosted by Major League Hacking. And if you're not familiar with Major League Hacking, we run the global hacker community, and it's our mission to empower hackers just like you. In fact, there's over 1 million of you and counting. And that number goes up slowly but surely, but it's still growing, and I love to see it. So if this is your first Global Hack Week, welcome. We're so excited you're here. And if you've come to other ones, we're so glad you're back, because now you're wonderful community members who can help each other out. So, Varshni, what even is a Global Hack Week?
I am so glad you asked. This is, in fact, Beginner's Week. So, for anyone willing to refresh their thoughts or wondering what a Global Hack Week is, we run a Global Hack Week every month. And if you're wondering what makes Beginner's Week so special, this is a chance for you to learn the latest and greatest technologies. We really want to emphasize that for Beginner's Week, it's not just for beginners, but if you want to touch up on any fundamentals that you've been wanting to refresh. Do you want to talk about partners and resources, Cecilia?
Yes, this is honestly one of my favorite parts. There's a few more things later, but we'll see. But as for partners and resources, the other benefit to Global Hack Week is that we bring together folks out in the world in industry who want to partner with folks like you, giving you technology, resources, workshops, and plenty more. So for this month, we have GitHub. Famed, loved, consistent, love to see it every Global Hack Week. You've got a few workshops, so you can go to a workshop at 11 a.m. Eastern or tomorrow. I'm sorry, 11 a.m. Eastern workshop tomorrow. There's another one on day 3. I'm actually running the one, I think, on day 3. And we want to remind you that you should sign up for the GitHub Student Developer Pack if you are currently a student, because it's got lots of free resources, so that way you can get ahead without having to pay anything. And finally, we also have some beginner-friendly challenges. I guarantee you that if you do these featured challenges, which are as simple as signing up, you should definitely check it out. It'll take 5 minutes. Depending on when we end opening, you might be able to check it off right away. Well, so let's talk about checking in. To join the main event, go ahead to mlh.link/GHW. By checking in for every live stream that you attend, you'll accrue points, which we'll talk about later. But you also need to make sure that you've registered for the event for the week, so that way you are part of it, getting access to all the information you need, like your points email, which we'll talk about later, as well as when you want to get notifications about when an event is going to start and get access to any resources if an event has extra links to offer you. Why don't you tell us about swag? I'll give you my other favorite part.
Thank you for your generosity. Super excited to talk about swag. If y'all want to grab your digital swag, make sure you post on social media with the GHW frame. That will be at mlh.link/GHW. And make sure you tag us. It would be great for us to get those great pictures. And if you want to earn some basic swag, you have 3 simple steps. First, make sure you register and check in to mlh.link/GHW. Make sure you submit your address at mlh.link/address. If you're not sure if that address that you submitted is correct, just make sure you submit it again. We take the most recent submission. And complete the featured challenges on ghw.mlh.io/challenges. And make sure that if you want your bonus swag, you check into 5 Plus Live event. This is one of the live events, so if you check into this one, you just gotta do 5 more, and then you are on your way to potentially earn some very cool bonus swag.
Let me actually pull up our check-in link, so that way if you didn't get a chance to do it, you have the opportunity. But also, I thought I saw a few people saying the link wasn't working.
I think it
So,
was just that it didn't lead to the Twitch link. Usually it leads to the YouTube one. But I might be wrong.
well, so something else to consider is that the YouTube one has closed captioning and what's it called? And that's where all the recordings will also be. So it's also a pretty good spot to be in. Oh my goodness, I can't find my window.
What do you need?
I have the check-in link. I'm just now trying to find StreamYard. Apparently.
No worries, no worries.
A plus for me.
I think 404 already put the check-in link in chat.
Yeah. And I'm on my laptop today and it's okay. It's a new year. We got to start slow.
It's okay.
All right. Okay, first of all, 404, it's not that I was too slow, it was that I lost my window.
This is rude behavior to Cecilia.
This is a brand new year. How could we do this?
During the opening ceremony of the first Global Hack Week, we're already being
pretty jaded. Okay, let's keep going though.
Yes.
So another wonderful aspect of Global Hack Week is that we offer surprise prizes to active hackers throughout this week. And what this means is we need wonderful community members like yourselves to help each other out, inspire each other, and making sure that just everyone's having a great time. But we also really like to see engagement. And so Siddharth always has like a great question for folks to answer. Do you have any questions off the top of your head, Varshni?
Ooh, we should do, if y'all were paying attention to our slides earlier, what is the number of hackers that we had on our slides for how many people are in MLH?
Ooh.
Oh, I think we already got our first.
Yeah, that was a very good way to start Beginners Week with something that they know. So let's talk about what happens then. So thanks for engaging with us. We know a couple of you already did throw that into chat. There will be more opportunities. Siddharth might post opportunities, or some other streamers might post opportunities. So keep an eye out, attend streams. That way you can get a chance. But what even is a surprise prize, and how do you get it? Casebri, if you could screenshot your video right now with your name on it, and if you are on our Discord, you'll be able to open a support ticket saying, hey, this was me. I got the surprise prize from today's opening stream. And if you're not familiar just yet, make sure you get that screenshot and we'll give you some instructions. So that way, if there's any folks who win other surprise prizes, they also know what to do or if they need to contact us. So I'm hoping by this point you've got your screenshot. That was potentially maybe like too easy of a question. So we'll have to do one next time. No worries. That was a good, I was like, oh, I like this. And then I was like, oh my God, they're already responding.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, there's too many.
All right. So on Discord, if you haven't joined us, please join us by going to discord.mlh.io. So that way you can join our event, get all the announcements for upcoming workshops and mini events and other wonderful things that we're hosting this week. And head to the Start Here channel to link your Discord and my MLH accounts. Once you've done that, you'll be able to go ahead and register and check into the main event to claim the GHW role, which means then you'll get access to things such as the Global Hack Week announcements, our Hacky Hangouts, and chats, and other things we'll use throughout the week. Now, the thing that's more important if you're looking at swag is if you are looking to get in touch with our team and you need to share some form of private information like your email, address, or something other personifiable information, go to support tickets. So that way you can open a private chat with us and our full-time team will get to your message when they are checking. Okay, so challenges. Why don't you walk us through?
Yay! We have so many challenges to keep y'all hacking throughout the week, and we have a variety of challenges from short coding prompts to some very cool and complicated design challenges. If you're curious on where you should submit those challenges, we have a very fun dashboard for you at this link, and you can see all of the challenges we have for this Global Hack Week, along with what you need to do to submit for each of these challenges. Please make sure that you submit your challenges by January 15th at 8 a.m. ET. Feel free to convert that time to your time zone and see when you need to submit by. If you don't submit your challenge by this time, you will not be considered for submitting any more challenges. So please make sure you submit accurately. We will give you some reminders. And make sure to read the Daily Points email starting tomorrow. I noticed some questions where some of you were asking where you could check in how many points you had. MLH will be sending a Daily Points email to you every single day for Global Hack Week, and you will be able to see how many points you have at the start of every day. Do you want to take over for live stream, Cecilia?
Yes, we've also got a few questions, if you don't mind going ahead and answering those in chat. There might be some bugs going on. Okay, so for live streams in the meantime, this is a chance for you to learn from experienced professionals. Our coaches are from all over the world and also from all sorts of backgrounds. And also, they're in different years of schooling or in industry. So, you really get a wide variety from all sorts of individuals. We do also have streamers coming in who are guests, who are partners, who are coming back to teach you stuff live from their own offices, which is awesome. We love to see folks who have full-time jobs and are able to like connect with their community and really give back in ways that really are nascent to your understanding and making sure that you really get that like live preview of what it's like in the real world. But if you'd like to watch any of our streams, they are always going to be streamed on both Twitch and YouTube channels. That said, if you find that links aren't always posted, or that you are missing links, or you want to pause things, or you're watching this recording later or wanting to watch this recording later, go ahead and check out the YouTube channel at Major League Hacking/streams. So that way you can go ahead and watch things, pause things, type things out, etc. And this goes for all of our workshops that are going to be live streamed. Mini events are never live streamed, just a heads up. That said, if you find that you are needing closed captionings, you can also find those available on YouTube or other accessibility settings. And then, as for today's schedule, you can also find it on ghw.mlh.io/schedule. If you find that you are wanting to skip this part, where we're going to go over all the upcoming things, we'll give you a little bit more of a preview, or you're just wanting a quick glance after today in Global Hack Week and don't want to open the recording, definitely go ahead and check out that link. That is your place to find everything you'll need to know, not just today's, but also future days. But otherwise, join us at Today in Global Hack Weeks, which are held around the same time every day, about 30 minutes or so to an hour, where we'll talk about the upcoming streams, what you did yesterday, and a couple others. So let's get into it. First up, we have Figma to Code with Ryan, where you're learning design with Figma Dev Mode. So making sure that you're getting access to that. That will be at 1 p.m. Eastern, 11:30 p.m. IST, to learn one of the most developer-friendly and professionally utilized design tools in the market. Then, if you want a refresher on CLI or command line interface, join Freddie at 3 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 a.m. IST, to get comfortable and feel better about using the command line. I know I often have a lot of folks who come to some of my streams and they're not really excited about command line. I know Freddie will get you ready and started, so that way you're confident as you go into future workshops. Then we've got Gabriella coming back to you with Data Structures and Algorithms in Python, Part 1 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 a.m. IST, to help you understand how to make your code efficient. So if you are just getting started, or you want that quick refresher if you're starting to do interviews or preparing for them, definitely check out Gabriella's stream. Now we have a really, really long day. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll do a few more and then we'll switch over to our stream. Next up, we've got Iro, who's going to give you an intro to SQL. So if you are getting familiar with databases or want to build on your understanding, join him at 7 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 a.m. IST, to learn how to talk to your databases. SQL is a great structured query language to learn. Hint, hint. So that way you can manage your data and access it in a different way than you would via code. Then we've got Jocelyn, who's talking about an introduction to Arduino. So if you find that you're looking more into hardware, definitely join her at 10 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. IST, to take your first steps into the Internet of Things. All right, your turn, Varshini. That was a lot already.
I got you for the rest of it. That was a lot for you. Quick question before we move on. I just want to double check. A lot of people have been asking about the channel that they need to text in to make sure that they can start chatting in the Discord. I thought it was hashtag start here, but I can't find that channel. Is there a
I
different?
will take a look. Yes, so there's a start here category. And then there is a start here channel with a little checkmark book. And so that just gives you an overview of what to do. If you haven't linked your MyMLH, then it won't let you in. You need to have you need to have a couple things linked up in order for you to have access to things, in order for you to get access to the Global Hack Week role. So if you find that you're still not getting it, I believe you can go to the channels and roles section at the top. So there's server guide and then like 3 events and then channels and roles. I would also check there, and if there's a chance that like you've been at a past Global Hack Week, there might be an issue or something. I would just click the Yes I Am section there and then click it again, and also double check with that link. That would be my first set of suggestions.
Actually, apologize to go all the way back, but I do think we had a specific, there we go. We have a specific slide going
Yes.
through how y'all should do that. So yeah, make sure you go to the hashtag start here channel in Discord. And once it disappears, to get back, I went to the server guide. Thank you for that helpful tip, Dr. Firefighter. Yay. So make sure you go to the start here channel if it disappears, click on the server guide and link your Discord and MyMLH accounts so that we can make sure that you're able to get all of the information that you need. Now, if you are interested in helping us make GHWs even better, please make sure you fill out mlh.link/GHW feedback. We love to get any feedback and all feedback from y'all so that we can improve GHWs and make them even better for y'all. Now, on the topic of GHWs and demoing in general, we have a lot of different ways that we can demo, and something that I really want to show y'all that's super cool is using generative AI to make a hack. So I'm basically going to make a chat app using a couple of different tools. So I'll share my screen here in just a bit, and you'll be able to see exactly what I've got going on. So let's switch over to VS Code, and we will take the slides down. Okay, let's go. So I'm using VS Code here, and I'm currently using a tool called BrewCode. BrewCode is a VS Code extension that can help read and debug your code, and it allows LLMs to directly interact with your workspace. So I put in some commands. It's completely hands-off, and I've got it running exactly what I want. So I'm making a chat app, and you can see that it's got this really cool to-do list that it's got running here, and it's making sure that everything is going according to plan, which is wonderful. And it's running everything by itself. I'm not touching anything because I've auto-approved a couple of commands. And you can see that it's creating these files like app.py, it's creating the virtual environment, and things that you all need to make those web development apps. So this is a really cool way that you can get started on projects or kind of build additional features, but make sure that you're still the main person programming the entire program. And perfect, it says that you can run the app by running these commands. So we're going to go ahead and run those commands. So we're going to activate our virtual environment, and then we're going to run Python. And boom, it's got our local host up. So let's try that out first. We're going to go ahead and open it up here. So here's our Gemini chatbot. Wonderful. Hello. And it is working. Amazing. Great, great, great. So now we're going to go back and we're actually going to connect it to ngrok. So ngrok is a very cool web tunneling service that creates your tunnels from your local web servers to an online link that y'all can connect to. So I'm basically doing this so that y'all can also access this link along with me. So we have run the command, exposed the Flask app, and hopefully the ngrok link is working. Let's double check that. Okay, the ngrok link is having a bit of trouble, but that is no worry at all. That's exactly why we've got AI working for us. So let's try one more time to see if it can connect. So I'm just going to mention to it the ngrok page is blank, but the local host server is working. And let's see if it can debug what the problem is for us. I know that most of y'all probably know what the problem is, but this way we can show how we can easily debug through code and using tools like root code. So let's see that one more time. It wants us to check it. It says it's running. Okay. Okay, it's running a couple of different ones. Great. Okay, so let's cut this one down. Always some problems with AI, but that's a-okay because that's why we are working through it together. So let's see if that one works one more time. The main reason I'm doing this is so that y'all can have a link that you can access. This is currently running on my local host, but it does not seem to be working too ideally. Let's see if we can connect it somehow. Okay, let's try one more time. So we've got everything running. Let me just X everything out and try one more time everything. We're going to run the activation. We're going to run our Python app.py. And now that that's running, we're going to try one more time to connect our ngrok terminal. And we have our lovely command up here. So we're just going to copy this. We're going to put this here. We're going to try that one more time. And fingers crossed that it's working. Okay, still not working. I want to try one more thing. It looks like this web interface is wrong. So let's see. Is the web interface at the correct host? Can you double check? Should be at port 5000. Looks like it threw a quick temper tantrum. That's okay. Can you double check if the web interface link is correct? And I don't want to go back to the StreamYard link, Cecilia, because it's like going to be the infinity screen, but is anybody in chat seeing the issue here? I'm curious.
No one's chimed in just yet.
Got it. Let me know if anyone sees the issue. I know that ngrok might be a bit of a more confusing terminology / technology, so we might not have too many there. It is working. It's just not uploading to a link that y'all can use, which is what I was hoping for. So
do you want to keep debugging and I'll take us through the last few slides and then we'll check back in on you?
Sounds great.
Okay. So while Varshni focuses on debugging, and I'm going to mute Varshni so debugging can be done at least on her end without the rest of chat hearing. Actually, Varshni, I'm going to drop you from StreamYard for a moment so you can focus. Cool. So let's chat a little bit because there's a couple of slides left, but I do know we've also got some questions that maybe we didn't quite cover, and so I want to go back and go through those. But with being at Global Hack Week, joining us for MLH, and again, reminding you that you are wonderful community members, and I know we almost never have issues. On a serious note, I do want you to consider that by being here with us digitally, MLH hackathons, and therefore Global Hack Weeks, are a safe space for everyone. By being here, you are going to be expected to follow the code of conduct, and we always want to make sure that folks are comfortable enjoying themselves and really getting the best out of the experiences that we have to offer, not just from the workshops and events that we host, but also from interacting with others. So, because again, I know you all are lovely humans, I know this is an issue, but I do know that sometimes you want to make sure that there's an avenue. If anyone at any point ever feels uncomfortable, unwelcome, or feels like there is something going on that is just not great, consider emailing us at incidents@mlh.io or giving us a phone call at the phone number on the screen. Because again, we want to make sure that folks are able to have a good time by being present and joining us, regardless of their background, race, ethnicity, gender, etc., and other demographics that are typically treated unfairly. So again, this community is wonderful. I know I hold you all to it, but I know I don't need to because again, you're wonderful people, and I know that you care about growing everybody else. But again, we do have this reminder because we always have new folks who are joining us who may not be aware of this. So, final reminder, be a good human, be kind to everyone. And again, we do have incentives for this in that being a good human means there's a chance you might get a chance for a surprise prize, whether on Discord or in other instances. So, just a reminder. And we're still debugging on our end, but we want to say thank you again to GitHub for being a wonderful long-term partner with us, offering not only the Student Developer Pack, but also letting us offer workshops to help you get started with all sorts of things. And normally we'll do a few things in Git. Sorry, I don't have water next to me, so this is awkward. In the GitHub Student Developer Pack, learning about Copilot, and also getting good with Git. So, as I said, there were questions throughout the stream. So I want to scroll back up and see, but if you feel like your question hasn't been answered, go ahead and drop it in the chat. I'm going to scroll really quickly just to see if there's any that I've missed. But again, feel free to repost your question. I'll scroll back down in just a minute. I know that the stream has a bit of a delay, so definitely type all those questions so that way we can jump back to it. Alrighty. And thanks for y'all's patience while we debug. As with vibe coding, AI, etc., there's always going to be things that are going slightly wrong, and that can often vary based on the model and a variety of other aspects. So really appreciate the patience while we debug. Hopefully we do get it working, but at the very least we can prove, hey, if you've never done AI or vibe coding, or you're not super sure how to go through in an effective way, that we got a chance to demonstrate that for you, at least locally. Let's see. There were a couple questions about links not being sent on YouTube, so I'll paste a few of them as a reminder in just a moment. And then there's one individual about... Oh, I see. This is a different one. So this is about filling out the address form. A question about shirt style and size. The men's style is the unisex style. They are one and the same. So there is, and you can choose women's if you prefer a different style shirt that's cut closer, I think, at the waist. And I think it also has a different neckline. It's been a very long time since I've seen a women's t-shirt through our MLH stuff. But if you want men, then it'll be unisex, which people in chat answered, but just in case someone didn't see it. Alrighty. There are some Discord bugs where folks were unable to send some messages. Let's see. It is actually a lot harder to debug like this, but I will do my best. So let's pull up that checklist on the slides in just a moment. So I've got putting a checklist on linking your Discord and also for links that people will need. And then, people have been posting new questions. Okay, cool. So let me go back to our to-do list for folks who are signing up for Discord. I'll put that slide up so that way you can focus on that if that's your bug. And I know that there is going to be a video. I just want to make sure that I give you the right video or like GIF that we have. All right, that's slide 29. Slide 29. Super far. All right, so here's our checklist for the signing up for Discord. I'm hoping... Oh, boo, that's not working very well. That's unfortunate. I thought that would work. Let me go make a bug note.
Hello, I have returned from the dead and actually discovered that it was working all along. It was just that Google Chrome decided to be really annoying, and it actually is working on Safari, so that link should work for y'all. Great debugging there. I was like, why is it not working? I swear it's connected, and it was. It's just Google Chrome decided to be a little funny goofy. So that link is actually working if anyone would like to check it out. And it is showing.
Oh,
Cecilia, do you
you
want me to go
should.
here or
Let me go get the link and paste that in chat because there's a couple other links to also paste.
yes, very
Um, in the meantime, if you want to answer the more recent questions, I've got
yes.
I'm actually working on multiple questions at the same time. Hang
Yes, I got you.
on.
Just keep
um,
answering. Don't worry.
yeah, so the MLH Gemini demo link is now up for folks to try it out. If you want any and all of the links that we have mentioned, go ahead to this link that I'm sharing, ghw.mlh.io. That will give you access to the schedule, to the Discord, to our frequently asked questions, to swag, and to challenges, and plenty else, including upcoming stuff. That will be all the links. You'll just have to go through the website and check things. And then
Some of y'all that were curious about the digital frame, that's the link that the digital frame will be at. Also, I please ask that you be patient with us because we've got over 250 people at the minimum watching this stream. So we have so many questions running through. We see a question and then like 30 more pop up underneath it. So we are trying our best to answer your questions as fast as possible. But
new
yeah.
question. So somebody said this was their first hackathon, don't know what to expect. Should they create something or should you 10 step? So Global Hack Week is actually not even a hackathon. Global Hack Week is a chance for you to learn different things or refresh your memory if it's something that you're like, oh, I know this, but I just want to see how other people are doing it. Whatever your motivation, Global Hack Week is here to support you by giving you workshops as well as challenges. So the workshops are a chance for you to learn and apply things alongside any of our streamers. And sometimes some workshops will also help you along with some of the challenges. If you're looking for more of things to inspire you or guide you in your journey as you learn a new technology or refresh yourself on an existing technology, the challenges are going to generally be structured around our partners, but then also inspire you to do different things depending on the theme. So, challenges besides your usual sign up might say, oh, we want you to design a UI card or design something else or create your own portfolio or something like that. And so, our goal is to give you the resources to help you get started. And maybe it's that you need a guide rail through the challenges, or maybe it's that you just want to try something new through the workshops, or you just need to body double throughout the week where you're like, oh, people are streaming and building and chatting. I'll use this as background for me to go ahead and create something for myself. So you are in charge of your hackathon experience, which is to say, this is not a hackathon. But we do encourage you to share and chat about the things that you're working on and creating in Discord. So that way, if you do run into bugs, there are community members who can jump in and help you out. Kind of like a hackathon without the competition bit. Basically, it's a choose your own adventure, which also means, get sleep, make sure you eat, be kind to yourself. You don't have to attend things. There are many people who will join us for the week and then go, oh, I've, got work all week when there are sessions that I want to watch. I'll watch it next week as a recording and still get the benefits of it, even if you're not like active during the week. So no pressure. All right. As for getting swag, goodies, etc., that is make sure that you have checked into the event overall, that you've checked into at least 5 live events is for bonus swag. You filled out the address link, and then I believe there's like one other that I'm blanking on. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Here's your checklist for basic swag. Bonus swag is going to be get 5 extra live stream check-ins. All right.
And
Any
yes,
other questions?
later, we have got them all on the recordings. I can actually paste the link for that right here. All of our streams are recorded and they will be up forever. So that's great. You can watch anything at a later time at this link. And swags are not assured. You can earn these basic swags by getting these 3 steps, but any bonus swags and any surprise swag is optional and also depending on your luck, but anything you're guaranteed is just the beginner swag. Um,
Another question for submitting challenges. You went to the challenges page, but it redirected you to the registration page. If you haven't registered, that's by design. If you have registered, there might be a verification link you might be missing in your email, in which case verify it. And if you are signed in, registered, all that jazz, refresh just for giggles. Maybe that will do this trick. Seems like we're getting a lot of caching issues today, which like happens. I'm so sorry it's happening, but like I'm hoping we can get you all through it so that way you can maximize your enjoyment this week and be ready to go for the full new year.
I see one more question about the time zones. It's totally okay if you can't join every event. We just ask that you only register for the event if you're able to join it live. You are always more than welcome to go back and watch the video. It's not wrong or illegal. Please actually make sure that you go back and watch the video. We don't want you to attend an event that's not in a doable time zone for you. We do try to spread out our events so that all of the streams are in accommodatable times for each time zone, but sometimes it's just not possible due to the schedules of our streamers. So just make sure you go back and watch it if you're not able to. Right here, you can go ahead and resubmit. Don't worry at all. The address form can be resubmitted as many times. We will just take the most recent submission. But yeah, thank you for that question.
Got another one. Just a fun question. Which social media platform will be best to post that Global Hack Week frame picture? The one that you use most often. I don't know what's everybody has their like
Instagram.
their like platform that they're like, this is the one, and I use the one you use the most. We have folks checking all the platforms that we are on, I'm pretty sure. So like I see a lot of LinkedIn things, except I also only check LinkedIn like every 3 months. Or like I lurk on Instagram, but like I don't open stories. So I don't know. Like choose the one you're most comfortable with. It doesn't make sense for you to like go make a brand new profile because then that comes with like terms and conditions and privacy agreements and things that you probably want to read. So don't force yourself to overextend. Do what you're comfortable with.
Yes, basic flags are in fact assured. Just make sure you complete these 3 steps, otherwise they're not assured. And if you're wondering what the bonus swag is, it's a very secret surprise, but it's very, very cool. So I would definitely make sure you try your best to get that bonus swag. Yes, you can get the GitHub Student Developer pack. Please make sure you come and join our GitHub sessions. I think we have 2 this Global Hack Week, and both of those sessions will be able to teach you very well how to get the Student Developer Pack. In fact, Cecilia is leading one of our wonderful sessions, so she will be able to help you get some more details about that.
I think I'm doing both of our GitHub workshops.
Well, look at that. Now you guys have
The
so
2 different topics we have. Yeah. So there's 2
extra.
opportunities.
Exactly. And you can definitely share projects you're doing on your own. We actually have a channel for that in the Discord. Let me find you that link really quick and I can give it to you. I think it's show and tell. Under the general section, the show and tell channel, you can feel free to share any of your projects. You can send the projects there too. Lots of people send some really cool feedback, and it would be great to do that. If you want to see the challenges you've already completed, make sure you go to the challenges dashboard. You will also get a recap email with all of the daily point recaps. And the only way to show us that you've watched 5+ live streams is to check into the event. So during the event and before, your streamers will be pushing a link, check into the event at this link, and then we'll know that you watched the live stream. Yes, you will get basic swags most of the time. It's just sometimes you might get surprise swags, sometimes you get bonus swag. None of that is assured. It's just kind of based on luck and if you're able to answer the question a bit quicker. If you're having more trouble with this, definitely make sure you stop by to one of Cecilia's 2 GitHub sessions. She'll have some steps for you. Also, they do have some verification steps, like you have to be in the correct location, your student ID, etc.,
I just posted the link for the frequently asked questions for verifying your email. So that is if you have any issues with the student developer pack and you're getting it done right now, check that link. Make sure you've done everything in that link, and then they also have who you can contact after if you're still having issues.
Yes.
I saw a few up here, and then I missed it.
You can see the challenges at the challenges Discord, challenges dashboard. So let me go ahead and post that link. Oh my God, I love you, Cecilia. You're the best.
Oh, A+. The right click did not cooperate. Copy link address. Thank you. Having a morning.
It's totally okay. And here is the challenges dashboard link for those of y'all to be able to see the challenges and log in and check what challenges you have done as well. this bug has been addressed. If you were still having trouble with that, please make sure you go to the hashtag start here channel and follow the instructions there. The landing page for GitHub. You can just go to github.com and then search the student developer pack and you'll be able to find it there. The surveys for the swag are at mlh.link/address, step 2 on this slide here. And yes, the live streams are being recorded. They are being uploaded right here at Major League Hacking Streams on our live section of our channel. So definitely make sure you check that out if you're not able to access any of our streams. And now that I'm seeing a quick break in questions, I'm going to take this moment to go back to the demo and successfully show y'all what a successful demo looks like. So let me take this quick moment and show you the power of Safari because Google Chrome decided to not be very friendly to me today. So let's go back to our wonderful VS Code over here. So we have VS Code up here, and it was actually working perfectly fine. It was working fine. I just wanted to highlight some technologies that we used really quick. So I told you about ngrok. That's what we use down here. It's a web tunneling service that creates secure tunnels from your local server up to a website link that you can use. I used RootCode, which is this VS Code extension that allows LLMs to directly interact with your workspace. And although I did use Google Gemini to get these API requests, I specifically used Open Router, which is a unified platform that provides a single API to access hundreds of large language models from various providers. In this case, I used Gemini from Google. So you can see it did everything by itself. And all I did was provide some commands here. I know some of y'all were saying that it's super easy to do this. You don't need commands, but the whole purpose of this is just to show that it's very easy to be able to create something with these tools and kind of add features to your already existing very complex projects. So with that in mind, here is a quick demo of this project. So I have the link here. This is my ngrok link, and we're seeing it live. I say hello, and it says hi back to me, and I'm going to ask it, what is Global Hack Week Beginners Week? And this is directly going to Google Gemini, and boom, there you go. It knows that I'm a new MLH participant, and it explains to me what Global Hack Week is. So that is the demo that I was hoping to show y'all. That was just not working too well on Google Chrome, but I fixed that little caching error, which was great for us. And if y'all want to make sure that you can go ahead and participate in that link as well, going to the end, you can actually see this demo and interact with this demo and play around with my chatbot that I just made for you live at this link. Also, feel free to scan that QR code and you'll be able to access this demo. Make sure that you know that generative AI and coding tools aren't perfect. This will help you get started, but you should definitely make sure that you are directing your tool and ensuring that everything that you are seeing is correct. So glad that y'all were able to see that, and I hope no more questions came up in the meantime, but if they did,
Nope, I handled them if they did.
Great. Thank you so much for that, Cecilia.
I think with that, we should give folks 15 minutes back because they've got new workshops coming right up after this. There is Ryan with Figma to Code, Learning Design with Figma Dev Mode. So get a head start by checking in there, whether going to the schedule and looking ahead, or when Ryan posts that announcement on Discord, he'll be sharing that link for you all. So with that, I think we'll drop off and kick off our weekend, getting ready for our future streams this week. But thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for all your questions. And we look forward to seeing all the wonderful things you learned this week and telling us all about it as we check in with you at Today in Global Hack Weeks.
Thanks so much for joining, y'all. Bye.